So guys, session 3 of week 2, we've learned how to do our vertical arm extensions and our lateral arm extensions. This time we're going to incorporate marching into both. So Alex, your back is straight against the chair, facing forward, and what you're going to do is you're going to put your 2 hands on your shoulders and you're going to start extending them up and down, and while you're doing that, I'd like you to start marching as well. Brilliant, that's it. All the time Alex is bringing his knees as high as he can and his arms as high as he can. And what you want to do is you want to count for 10 seconds and do that 4 times. Super. And so then Alex, you're going to do your lateral extensions like we did in session 2. So we're going to keep going from out to the side with our arms from our chest out wide, while also incorporating our marching. And what we're going to do is we're going to do that for 10 seconds by 4 also. Brilliant, well done. Okay, so session 3, last session of the week for level 2 guys. We started with our punches, then our arm circles, and this time we're going to bring jumping jacks as well into it. Okay, so again, just to remember how we were doing our punches in session 2, Alex is facing with his left leg forward, his left leg is then in line with his shoulder, he's then bringing his shoulder facing in line with where he's facing, okay? His left hand is brought up in front of his jaw, his right hand is behind at his cheek, and Alex is going to continue with his straight punching. When he's punching with his right side, he's pushing his weight onto his left foot and bringing his right foot onto their toes. So you're lifting your heel up off the ground as you're punching. If you can do that for more than 40 seconds, 4 times, you're doing really good. Don't be afraid to throw some knockout punches as you're doing it, but make sure there's nobody in the way as you're doing it as well. So that's fantastic. So then we moved on to our arm circles. Okay, so we've tried it. I hope you're alright with it because it is a bit tough. Remember, our feet are together, our arms are out as high as we can in line with our shoulders. Bringing our fingers together and we're making bigger and smaller circles for a minute if we can, okay? Try and hold it, but remember to breathe as we're doing it. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Slow it down as we're doing it, okay? If you can try and do that 2 times, all right? So a minute, take a break, stretch your arms, then try and do it for another minute. That is fantastic, okay? But then our last thing for session 3, all right, is we're gonna do some jumping jacks, all right? So our feet are starting together, hands are on our hips at the side, okay? We're gonna extend our legs out as wide as we can and back in together, okay? So we're going out and in, out and in, out and in, okay? And we're gonna try and do that for 30 seconds, okay? If you're finding that a bit easy, which you might, because you're getting fitter, try it for 45 seconds, okay? But that's it. If you're finding that easy as well, try and extend your arms. So your arms are down at your side, you're doing a jumping jack, again, so your feet are going out, and as your feet are going out, you're stretching your arms up over your head and meeting them together as you're bringing your feet out and in. Alright? Good stuff, well done. Okay, so last session of the week for level 3 guys. We're going to start with our wall press-ups again. This time, I want you to try and bring your hands a bit closer together. So if you can, bring your hands together, your 2 thumbs should be touching, your index fingers should be touching, you're making a triangle in the space in between, okay? I don't want you to go onto your tippy toes this time. If you stay on your feet this time, you're coming a small bit closer in, and what you're doing is you're bringing it right into the wall as you're doing it, and really stretching those elbows out to the side. That's just giving a different variation of a press up. It's a bit harder, so try your best to do it. What we'd ask you to do, if you could do that 4 times by 30, that would be brilliant. Okay, so then we're going to move on to our punches. So I hope you did alright with your straight punches and your uppercuts. Make sure you didn't hit anyone as you're doing it and there was enough space. This time what we're going to do is we're going to do really quick straight punches, but we're going to start jogging on the spot as we're doing it, okay? So what we're doing is our feet are facing against the opposite to where our body is facing. So Alex is now facing the opposite wall, okay? And he's punching straight where in line with his shoulder, his left shoulder. He's going as quick as he can and he's on his toes as he's doing it, left to right, okay? And you're going to do that 4 times by 30. So again, more intense. As you're doing it, you really need to remember to Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Even try and go like blowing out of the air as you're punching would be pretending like you're a boxer really, as you're doing it would be good, okay? Fantastic. So then our final exercise of the day, and for this week, is the dreaded burpees. Okay, so what you want to do is find a nice space on the ground. If you have a yoga mat in your house, that'd be fantastic to use. If you don't, it wouldn't be advised to use any other mats as they could slip. Okay, so what Alex is going to do is he's going to head down onto the mat, put his two hands on the ground, shoulder width apart. His feet are stretched out against the side. He's into sort of a press-up position in a higher position. His back is straight. What Alex is then going to do for burpees, he's going to bring his feet in towards his chest. He's then going to jump up and clap. Okay, so that's how you do a burpee. Alright, so these are really hard, so try your best to do them. Okay, so we'll show you again. So Alex's hands are shoulder width apart, flat on the ground. His feet, he's on his tippy toes. He's going to bring his legs in. He's going to jump up and clap. So that's a burpee. Okay, so if you can do 10 burpees, 2 sets of 10, you'll be doing really, really good. And best of luck with it, alright?
Into week 2, and we're into session 3. So how we're going to start off here with James is we're going to go back into a press-up twist. Brilliant, James. So hands shoulder width apart, up on his toes at the back. And once he brings his back a little bit straight, there we go. And all he's going to do is bend his arms and bring his chest a little bit closer to the ground. Perfect, James. So we're going to do 12 of them 5 times. So next one you're going to go straight into James, is the jog again. So hopefully if you can get outdoors again, brilliant. If not, find somewhere safe indoors to do it. Brilliant. So if you want to make that a little bit harder, all James is going to do is he's going to go a little bit faster and really pump the hands at the same time. Brilliant. And then he can slow it down again. Brilliant. And as he wants and as he feels fit, he can go again and really push again. Brilliant, James. Slow down. Perfect. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do, best way to start is to sit down on the chair. He has his 2 hands either side of his leg. So you're going to bring your legs out straight, all the way out, James. Perfect. And all James is going to do from here is bend his elbows and dip and bring himself up. Brilliant, James. Right form, so always looking straight forward, keeping your back nice and neutral. Perfect. Very good, James. Okay, and the last one that we're going to go into is everybody's favourite burpees. So we're going to go down again, James, almost into a press-up position. Brilliant. So hands shoulder width apart, feet out of the back, up on his tippy toes. So what James is going to do is he's going to bring his 2 knees into his chest together, jump up and clap hands overhead. Perfect. Going to go one more, James. Brilliant. So we're going to do 12 reps of that 3 times. Brilliant. Thanks, James.
Is arm circles by 1 minute.
Same thing again. So guys, as far, as wide and as small as you can.
Bear crawls by 2 minutes.
Down on your knees and your hands again for 2 minutes. Don't pick up the rubbish though or anything like that as you're doing it.
And squats 4 by 10.
Okay, so remember in week 1 we were doing our squats, so our feet shoulder width apart, hands on our hips, back straight facing forward, and we're sticking our bums out, so it's like we're sitting on a chair, okay? Really important not to let our knees go in front of our toes.
And all you kids could go out to your garden and do all this in the fresh air.
Absolutely.
Hi guys, how's it going? James here again. Well done for completing week 2 of your sessions. I hope they went okay for you, and I hope that you enjoyed them as well and had some crack with it. This is your second challenge for the end of your sessions, and for this challenge we want you to do a strong arm challenge, okay? So if you can hold out either 2 bottles or 2 heavy objects that you can hold out for yourself, and hold them for as long as you can, and hopefully you can get someone to time you. And what you can do is, if you can time you then and send them in as how long you can go, we want to see who's the strongest person to do the challenge, okay? So best of luck, have a good long weekend, stay safe and stay indoors, and we will be sending your next video next week, okay guys?